Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer. I'm just gonna kick my door closed. It'll be popped back open in about 5 minutes when Bentley decides to come back. My shirt. Brand new shirt, just got out of the shower. Came downstairs, Bentley missed me because how dare I have the nerve to go away from him and take a shower. And actually, if I leave the door open in my bathroom, this is hilarious. He will stand at the shower door, which is all glass, and he will bark at me the entire time I'm in the shower, unless I crack the door and let him in. So we have to lock him out because it's just a little too far to take a shower with your dog. I don't know why he does that. Like, he loves water. I think it might be a pit bull thing, but like, I know that his... Now here's the thing. Alright, we're having tea today. My brain is all over the place. Alright, I got hot water in one of my teapots. I collect teapots a little bit. I have like 4. This one is from Disney World, and this is from the Teacups ride. Also from Alice in Wonderland, because that's the mouse in the teapot. Actually, I believe the mouse is probably in the jam jar. And then the tea we're having today is, we've had this before. It's Bridgerton Queen's Cake Vanilla Fruit Tea. I like this tea. I think I remember that I like this tea. I was in a fruity kind of mood today. Anyway, about Bentley. Some of his siblings have had their DNA tested. And they post about it because they're all from the shelter. And so there's a Facebook group for the shelter. For the shelter alumni specifically. And I forgot to bring a spoon. Hey Juju, can you bring me one of those little tiny teaspoons that I got from Wegmans? A teaspoon from Wegmans, the little ones. Thank you. They had their DNA tested and they're all coming back. Now I know that dogs from the same litter can have different fathers because that's just how that works, okay? But his siblings look so much like him that thank you, baby. I forgot to grab one. I got these little spoons. Me and Mr. Cinnamon went on a little date. Thanks. We went on a date a couple weeks ago, and we stopped by Wegmans and got some snacks. One of which was sugar-free, gluten-free ice cream. And we didn't have spoons because like we were out and about and it was like a special treat for us. So I got these little spoons at Wegmans for like $5 for a pack of 5. And I love them. They're like small. They're like perfect. I don't know what the purpose of these little spoons are except for tea and coffee, but they're like perfect. Alright, so I'm going to let that soak. Anyway, back to Bentley. So several of his siblings had their DNA tested, and they are American Staffordshire Terrier Pit Bull mixes with, I believe, a little bit of Labrador. Brittany Spaniel, which is why the hair on his butt is like kind of wavy and long, I think. And I forget what else, but like I was like, okay, the Labrador and the Staffordshire Terrier thing makes sense because he loves, like, he is obsessed with water. Scarlett loves water. Our old dog Day Day loved water. Like, they would chase the sprinkler. I don't know if Bentley's gonna do that, but he likes bubbles. Juju plays bubbles with them, and Oreo hates bubbles, but Bentley is kind of interested, and Scarlett loves chasing bubbles. It's the funniest thing. So we're having the Bridgerton tea today, and this is from Republic of Tea. The Republic of Tea. I really like the Republic of Tea. They have a few flavors. I got one that is, I don't remember what the flavor was, but it was a mom flavor. It was like a Mother's Day special, and I really like that one too. So yeah, and our teacup is extra special today. You guys know I went to the Jake Wesley Rogers concert with Juju, and we had the meet and greet, and we got the VIP experience, and part of that is hot, whew, was a tea set, because he drinks tea on stage, which is like the coolest thing ever. I was like, oh my god, like, we have to have Tuesday tea with Jake Wesley Rogers today. Okay, because I got a cool new teacup. Now these teacups are way smaller than like what I'm used to, and the handle is like a 1-finger handle, but it was still really neat because usually when you get the VIP, and you'll see my VIP tag is right there. I know, I'm still not over the concert, and I don't think Juju is either. It was like a magical experience, okay? I also got this really cool bag that he signed. Spill the tea, and there's a snake coming out of the teacup, so I told Mr. Cinnamon when I'm done with this, my snake up here, right here, I need to take a picture of my snake in the teacup because it's just so funny. So, yeah. And the snake's tongue is a tea. It's just hilarious. I just love it. So with that, I wanted to have tea with Jake today. And also part of my Happy Mail, I got a little bit of Happy Mail. This was sent to me about 2 weeks ago. It was well before the Bentley thing. It was well before Mary Max. It was like right, I went and picked it up right before Mary Maxim week, as a matter of fact. And this is from, I feel like her name is Velda, but this says Veleda. Either way. Your last name is my mother's maiden last name. My mother's maiden name, which is just so funny to me. There's also someone on here with my maiden name as a last name, which I think is kind of cool. She knows who she is. All right, she said, this stuff rocks. 3 drops in tea or coffee or whatever. 0 glycemic, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. It's a fruit. It's the purest form. I watch my sugar to enjoy. Now this is monk fruit drops, and I have monk fruit in there, and I have the powder form of it. So I'm curious to see what the liquid is like. So we're going to put a little bit in our tea today. And I got the shakes a little bit today. And I don't know why I already ate breakfast. So I think I'm going to have to check my blood sugar today and my blood pressure, because both of them can cause me to have some of the issues I'm having today. But yeah. I'm struggling because I got a little bit of a jitter. Don't worry, I'm fine. This is just something that happens. It is a side effect of having diabetes. And some of the medications that I'm on for my blood pressure. But I feel fine. I just have a little bit of a shake. Alright, so monk drops. 100% monk fruit extract. Gluten-free, alcohol-free. Which is cool that says gluten-free right on there, because I don't think she thought to look for that. Refrigerate after opening. Use within 60 days. Done. Shake well. On and shake it. Shake well. Add 1 drop for every ounce of coffee. Okay, so this is a small cup. So yeah, I think 3 drops. This is probably like a 4 to 6 ounce cup. It's just like a golden liquid. And this came from Amazon, so. 1, 2, 3. We'll try 3. It almost looks like honey, but it's thinner. Stir that in. The tea is still not quite where I like it. I like it a little bit darker than what it is. So, Happy Mail. Happy Mail. I got yarn for Happy Mail, which is fantastic. Because right now I'm like kind of, I mean, Thursday we're going to have an unboxing of Premier Yarns. You guys know. Alright, let me cover something first, okay? I want to, before we dig into the 2 other packages that I have. Saturday I posted a special video that was, it normally would have been a members video for the paid members of the YouTube here, the membership thing. Membership is $4.99 a month. I just want to keep it low because I don't have a lot of time to do like all the extras that some of the other cooler channels are doing, right? So what I do for the memberships is I provide an extra Saturday video, and it's usually blog style. It's not edited. I record it on my phone, and a lot of times I'm in here, but like randomly I'll be other places and I'll be like, hey, like we're just gonna talk today, and it's just Jen, not Cinnamon Stitches so much. So it's more of a insight into my personality, who I am as a person, and what is going on in greater detail than I give you guys on Mondays. And I will occasionally do a live, which I have not had time to do a live because with everything else going on with Mary Maxim Week and Premiere Week and all the prep for all of that, like it was, you know, that's a lot of work. It was a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. So the Saturday video was talking about Bentley and what was going on, and how much money it cost with his vet bills and all that stuff. And I said a huge thank you to you guys for any and all, I'm so uncomfortable saying this, like all of the things that you guys do to support the channel. Affiliate links have been, this year, the affiliate links have helped so much. Especially with the Bentley situation. I told you guys I was saving up for a couch. Like, the whole back of my couch is ripped open. So I had the money to cover his vet bills. It just was set aside for a couch, right? So, and I also said that I hadn't gotten paid yet for Premiere Week because, like, they started a new program and, like, the payments are delayed. That's cool. Like, I got no problem. It's not a big deal, right? And Bentley is standing at the door staring at me. I told you guys, like, I'm just really grateful for any interaction you've had with the channel, if you've ever watched an ad and all that. And that still is so true. And you guys took it upon yourself. Quite a few of you gave me super chats, super thanks in that video. Like, so many. And, like, the whole day, I was just sitting here, like, on the verge of tears because that was so not necessary. It was... It was not necessary. And some of the donations you guys gave were rather large. And part of it is like, I'm so grateful that you guys love me and you guys want to support me and you guys want to help and that you guys love Bentley. Hi, Bubba's. Come here. Cue the emotional support dog. Who is getting too big for Mommy's lap and it's probably still muddy. And you have dirt in your whiskers. That's plant life, goofball. Hi. Mama's okay. I'm not used to... I'm the one that's there for everyone else in my life. It's me. Like, everybody comes to me for help. Everybody comes to me when they're sick. You can't have any tea, baby. And it is overwhelming, to say the least, when you guys... The emotional support is more than enough for me. Like, that's all I need. And I appreciate you guys so much. So, happy mail. Love it. I love you guys for sending me stuff you know that will help my life be easier. Or things that will make me just happier. Saturday kind of blew my mind a little bit. Thank you is not big enough. It's not a big enough word. Like, and I kept fighting the urge to say you did not have to do that, because you guys know you did not have to do that. I'm gonna take all of those super chats and super thanks and I'm going to replenish part of my couch fund because we really need a new couch. And I'm gonna buy Bentley a bag of treats. And one of the donations says to buy yourself some tea. So I think I'm going to find a new brand or a new flavor of the Republic of Tea because I really like these. And thank you. totally, totally not necessary. It was not like, but thank you. Yeah, this is hard because like I said, I'm not a receiver. I'm not good at it. I'm not. I feel awkward and I feel like my brain always goes, and this is from past experience. My brain, the first response is, you don't deserve this. Like, why are they doing this? And then I'm like overwhelmed with like all of the emotions. I do have guilt for it. But so much graciousness. Like, I cannot. So we're gonna move on before I turn into just a blubbering bag of tears. And we're gonna try our tea in our Jake cup. And it smells absolutely delicious. It smells like honey is in here, even though there's not. It's monk fruit, and monk fruit doesn't smell like honey. Although it might be the vanilla. This has vanilla in it. Ooh, that's good. Still tastes like flavored chapstick. I remember now. Tastes like flavored chapstick. It's really good. Alright, so put down our little fancy cup. So yeah, during the concert, this is actually funny. The Jake Wesley Rogers concert, it was a very small venue in like a bar that is known for concerts, okay? They bring him out his own teapot with water in it. Well, no, he has tea in his teapot, and he said it was chamomile and something else. But he has his own teapot, and he sets it on his keyboard. And he sets it on the end of the keyboard, and he has his teacup there, and his teacup is obviously a little bit bigger than this, but it's still, like, he is a very large man. I'll show you a picture of him. Oh. I mean, I could have showed you my screensaver, like, that's him, but... He's a very tall. Now, keep in mind, I'm 5'9". I am a very tall person, and I think he's 6'4". I didn't end up wearing the outfit I said I was gonna wear because I was having wardrobe issues. But he is heads and tall. Like, he is way taller than I am, and I'm tall. So I ended up wearing that blue dress you guys saw and tennis shoes because there's no way. There's no way. My feet don't handle anything other than really good tennis shoes for longer than a 10-minute period. Although all summer long I will wear flip-flops. Not cheap flip-flops. Like, you know, I call them J Cruisers. Because back in high school we used to call them Jesus Cruisers because Jesus like wore open-toe sandals or so. I don't know why we called them that, but we call them J Cruisers. They're the kind with the strap either across the toes or across your foot, or it's the kind with the two leather straps across the foot. Those are my favorite. And I got new sandals at Big Lots of all places for like $5, and they're like blue jeans. They're the cork bottom flip-flop with a blue jean strap and a buckle. Excuse me. Super, super cute. Big Lots. And they never have my size. I have big feet. My feet are a size 11. I found them. The tea is nummy. Alright, so I got some more of this gorgeous yarn. It's been in a bag. This is from Stephanie. And Stephanie emailed me and let me know she was sending me this. So, thank you so much, Stephanie. She sent me this cute little card. I'm going to cover it. She is from Florida. Florida! Come on. There, look at the back of the card. Super cute. Super cute. So thank you so much. I really like this card. So she sent me she sent me 6 of these. I have so many of these now. Like, I think I'm gonna make myself a blanket and like a bunch of stuff, but like when it's winter time and it's, you know. So for now, I think I'm gonna set them back here because there's some more in this bucket back here that you guys can't even see. It had the Mary Maxim yarn in it, but as you can tell back here, I've been moving things around, including the furniture, all by myself because I have no common sense to ask for help from my husband. I moved these bookshelves while they were full. Alone. Yeah. Brilliant. And then I laid on the floor for about 45 minutes with Bentley under my desk because my back was hurting. We had a good cry under there. It was fantastic. I think honestly though, after last week, I needed the cry. You ever just need to cry, you know? You build up and build up and build up. And like for me, like I'll build up and I'll let a little cry out here and there, a little cry, a little cry. Speaking of which, he's under the desk now in his spot on his rug and his pillow. By the way, he loves the dog mat I made for the kennel. They both have pillows in there. Like they have like a full pillow in there. So they have a pillow to lay on, and it's a regular pillow. It's old pillows that when I upgraded my pillows on the bed, I just gave the dogs the pillows. Well, I gave some pillows to the dogs, and I gave some pillows to my niece for when she's here because she needs pillows. Oh, she always needs pillows. And then last night, I ended up giving one of my good pillows to Lucas because I don't know what happened to his bed pillow. Mr. Sunman cleaned his room because we needed to make sure everything was enclosed in containers so Bentley doesn't get any more stuffed animals. And there were so many socks in there. And even Nancy from She's Got Yarn too, she's texting me. She's all, make sure you get the socks up because dogs can eat socks. Oh, I laughed. I was like, yep, that's what the vet told me, that because they didn't think it was a stuffed animal. They thought it was either underwear or socks. And I knew it wasn't underwear because my underwear are very large and they're not getting in any of the dog's stomachs. Like I have a big body. My underwear are large. Okay, they're really big underwear. Now I have had Scarlett eat the crotch out of my underwear, which is disgusting, and I hate that. But there were no missing crotches anywhere. So like, why do dogs do such gross stuff? I don't understand it. But yeah, I knew it wasn't that, but it could have been a sock. And I'm like, it could have been, because little man throws his socks. He takes them off, he throws them, and they're all over the dang house. They're under the couch. They're like everywhere. I'm finding socks. I've got one more Happy Mail package. I'm really happy to finally get through this Happy Mail because these boxes and bags take up a lot of room. And I leave them in the packaging until I have time to show you guys. And then I dispose of all that. Now this, I love looking at people's handwriting. I have absolute chicken scratch. I write like a doctor. Like you can't read anything I write. Alright, this is from, I think, okay, I'm just going to use her screen name. This is Precious Beauty J. I believe her name is Arminthia? I think, but we're going to say she's Precious Beauty J. She sent me this. And she said that she saw that I liked the Jiffy yarn from Lion Brand because Nancy, once again, Nancy from She's Got Yarn sent me some, which is over there, and you still can't see it because it's over there. Because we slightly angled the camera a little bit differently, and I moved my light up so that we're not getting, you know, the ring light glare. So we got everything set up perfectly so that I can wear my glasses and I can see, and you guys aren't seeing this. Right? Fantastic. I love my little camera setup. Anyway, she saw that I liked the Jiffy brand or the Lion Brand Jiffy yarn, and she had some of it before they re-released it. So this is an older, and she actually sent me 8 balls of this, and I love this so much. So this is the newer ones from Joann's. Look like this. They made new packaging. They originally were this size. Okay. So this is what I always was able to find at the thrift store, and I liked it because it's fuzzy and it's fun to play with, and it came in fun colors, okay? And it was almost always, whenever I find it at the thrift stores, is baby colors. And I don't know if it was always baby colors because it's not anymore, But I really like the Jiffy yarn, okay? So this is what Nancy sent me. I also have a couple of these that I purchased, but it's the same yarn, pretty much. It's beautiful. It works up really nice and fluffy and fuzzy. And I just have always liked working with it. Jiffy, and I really like Jamie. Jamie is another line brand yarn that was out. It just occurred to me, this is a left-handed cup. So, you know, because I'm right-handed, I get to enjoy the design myself. What was I saying? Those are two of the yarns that I always find at the thrift stores, is Jamie and Jiffy, and I like them both. They're both different yarns, but like I like playing with them both, which is ironic because Jamie is not like ultra soft, but for an older yarn, it is soft for an older yarn, and I like playing with older yarns. I like finding yarns at the thrift store that like are not on the market anymore, that were on the market before I ever learned to crochet. Because, all right, so here's my story. If you're new here, there are a lot of you that are brand new here. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. I'm glad you're here, and we're enjoying this journey together. On Tuesday, we have Tuesday tea with Cinnamon or Jake today, but you know, this is to honor my friend Jake. And I need to move my spoon off that cup because it's getting in my way. I keep losing my train of thought. I have no idea what I was gonna say. Journey, crochet journey. Okay, I technically learned to crochet when I was a little girl, and I mean a little girl, and I don't even know how old I was. I want to say 7 or 8. And through the years, I'm currently 43, which I forgot. I thought I was 42, and the doctor's like, no, you're 43. Thank you, you just gave me an extra year. Cool. Anyway, I have crocheted off and on throughout the years, mostly practicing. And while my mother was alive, she was very, it had to be perfect. And if it wasn't, she would rip back my work, hours worth of work. She would rip it back. So I just would not ever pick up crochet officially until after she died. Let's be real. It was after she died. And after she died, I was able to make a very messy scarf that I gifted to Grandma, and Grandma received it very graciously. Grandma is Mr. Cinnamon's grandma, but she is very much my grandma. I love her like she is my own, and you know, I would do anything for her. So I made her one, and she acted like it was fantastic and put it on her neck immediately, and it was so messed up. There was so many mess ups in it, and it was all wonky, and I fudged the heck out of that thing. But it wasn't until I don't even know what year I learned to crochet. I want to say it's been about 5 years. It may be 6 years at this point, but I kind of stopped keeping track. Like, I haven't been crocheting super long, so anything prior to me learning how to crochet, the only thing I had ever been exposed to is Red Heart Super Saver. That's all my mom could afford. She may have, back in the day when I was a little girl, bought the stuff, the Orlon or the what is the other brand? The other it's not even a brand. I can't think of it. The older acrylics that feel like horrible. I have some here somewhere. I know I have some. Alright, so this is Karen. This is Karen Carefree Plus. I mean, she may have had stuff like this with the Sayel or the Orlon or whatever acrylic yarns. She may have. I just know that, like, it was, and she used to tell me, you know, you can feel the difference in the colors. Like, if it changes color, like a variegated yarn, she used to tell me you could feel the difference in the color. I thought she was out of her mind. How do you feel the color change? And she was like, oh, the yarn feels different when it's a different color. And I thought she was crazy. I'm like, what is this woman talking about? But it's true. Like, purple specifically can be rougher than other colors. Like, some colors, the way they're dyed and the way they're processed, like, the yarn can be rougher than other colors, especially in the older stuff. But yeah, so all of the yarn that I've experienced has, when I started shopping for yarn, I started shopping at AC Moore, and AC Moore's not around anymore. They closed out. But the brand that they had most often was Lion Brand and Premier Yarns, and then they had their own home brand, which was Stitch Studio by Nicole, and those are what I started crocheting on. Those are what I'm most familiar with. And then I started really thrift shopping for yarn because I couldn't really afford much. The channel wasn't making any money at the time. Mr. Cinnamon was the only one working in the house, and there just wasn't extra money for yarn. And I refused to take money away from my family to buy what I wanted, which was yarn. And that's not saying anything about this. This is my personal experience. This is not, please don't take anything I say personal, because it's not directed towards anybody or about anybody. And I don't judge other people for anything. I really, really don't. This is just what I was experiencing at the time. And so I kept running across Jiffy and Jamie. And I really liked them. I liked working with them. So she sent me 8 balls of these. Now these are I love, you can tell this is from the 90s. Look at that hairstyle and that collar. So this is old Lion Brand. Oh, and that pattern is graded up to a 3X, which is very unusual for back then. And I'm wondering if it's on the label. Knit this vest. Washing instructions on the reverse, machine washable and dryable, 100% acrylic. It is the color Daytona. There we go. That's pretty spot on accurate. I'm gonna remove the label and see if because they didn't have the internet back then, so yep, the pattern is on the label. Cool. So, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate these yarns. I think these are so cool. I like the color. I think this would make a really fun little baby blanket. I might even try to knit with that. I don't know. I have to put that over there because I have my packaged yarns over there, just beyond your guys's. In this, down in there, in that shelving system. So, yeah, that's what's going on today. This tea was very good. I might have to pour some. Ooh, that water is still nice and hot. I wasn't sure how this teapot was going to go, because sometimes you get these decorative teapots and you just don't know. You just don't know. I'm going to pour some more hot water and see if we can get some more tea out of that tea bag. Put a little bit more of that sweetener in there. We'll see if that works. If not, I'll just throw another tea bag in there because I would really like another cup. I really enjoyed that tea. There we go. So yeah, that's what's going on. I've been working really hard at getting my my yarn caked up, and so I have 2 entire full totes filled with either my personal hand-dyed yarn, which I rarely keep any for myself, but I kept the red, white, and blue. You guys know I love Americana, but I want to knit a tank top out of these, so I kept 4, and I hope that's enough to make myself a tank top. I think it will, because specifically I can make it a smaller size now. So whereas last year I probably would have made a 5X just to make sure that it was roomy enough for me, because I've been terrified to make smaller sizes and it not fit me, especially when you put all that work into a tank top. But now that I've really thought about it, and now that I've lost 41 pounds, I know that I can make a 3X and that it will fit. And I also know that I can block this if I want to have a little extra room. And I'm going to make a very simple tank top. But I want to cake this up this week because I dyed this and I love it. And it's got sparkles in it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but like, I dyed this with Kool-Aid. And I think the dark blue might not be Kool-Aid. It might be acid dye. I don't remember. But I know that the red, and there is an aqua, this aqua-y. I know that that was food dye. It was Kool-Aid specifically. So yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have to add another tea bag. Well, we'll let it sit and see what happens. So I want to use that, and I want to knit myself a tank top in the summertime for the summertime. But now that I know that I can make it in a smaller size, that's a little better. I was off centered. I don't like that. I'm going to attempt to get that started. I also have plans for all of the lacy things from the Mary. It's not Mary. The MJ's Off the Hook lacy patterns that I purchased last year. I want to make a couple of those cardigans, and I don't think I have enough of one color of any of my fancy yarns to make the cardigan. I do have bare yarn though, and I can always dye whatever color I wanted. I'm gonna be real honest. I have all of the fluorescent dyes, and I could dye myself a set to make one of the cardigans. I could do that. I hesitate though, because I like to sell those. I like making them, but I don't generally use them. And so I usually buy with the purpose. I buy the bare yarn with the purpose of dyeing it and selling it, but I could very well just take a pack and make myself one colorway and then figure out what color I actually want my cardigan to be. Because she's got the lacy kimono. I really want to make that. And then I was designing a shirt last night for myself, which will probably be a tutorial here on the channel. I found a stitch that I really liked in one of the books that I have, and I wanted to take it, and it's funny because the pattern is for a scarf, but it's got this really cool stitching on it that looks like spider webs. And, well, it looks like spider webs to me. It's not actually looks like spider webs to most people, but to me I see spider webs, and I was like, that would be such a pretty summer top. And so I kind of want to design that and maybe release that sometime in the summertime, because I know you guys are really loving the plus size shirts, and all of my designs are like easy enough to adjust to your body or your size. He's dreaming. I always adjust. I always make it so you guys can easily adjust it to fit your body, to fit your shape, whatever your shape is. And so, oh yeah, that's I got a second cup of tea out of that. That tastes good. It's not as strong as the first cup, but it's good. I can still taste the tea. So yeah, that will probably be coming up. I don't know when though, because we still have a lot of things coming up. A lot of events like prom and graduation and the 2 concerts that I already bought tickets for. All the good stuff is coming up. So it's going to be a matter of when I can squeeze in designing it, but also recording the tutorial while we go along. Because I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to make up a swatch of the stitch to see how to adjust the stitch count for a shirt as opposed to a scarf, and then figure out what shape I want the shirt to be, because I really like taking 2 panels and sewing them together, because that way you can make it off the shoulders if you want by just attaching it out here, or you can make it more of a closed t-shirt by adding here, or you could add rows on the shoulders for shoulder shaping, or on the sides for shaping. There's so many ways you could do that design. So yeah, I think that's going to be something we're going to work on, and it's going to be with, once again, a lightweight yarn. Sleeping so peacefully, dreaming about probably chasing Scarlet, barking at her. So yeah, I think I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this Tuesday Tea with Cinnamon and Jake Wesley Rogers cup. I will link this tea below once again. I have linked it before. It is available on Amazon and the Republic of Tea. But if you buy it through Amazon, like the shipping is, I think the shipping is either included or I don't remember, but I will link it either way. And some of these teas are also available at World Market. If you have a World Market near you, you can get these. And occasionally you will find this brand at Hobby Lobby, but I haven't seen the Bridgerton one there, and this says it's limited edition. So those are all the places you can find the Republic of Tea teas that I have seen in my looking for it, my whatever you want to call that. I don't know, my brain my brain is like, nope, no words. All right, so I don't know what is planned for tomorrow, which is Wednesday. I mean, I could show you what we bought at the thrift store. I bought some stuff at the thrift store like 2.5 weeks ago. And I saved it to show you guys after Mary Maxim week, and I never got around to it. And it's like in that bag of that yarn I showed you. But I also found some cool stuffies. So that maybe that'll be tomorrow's video just for funsies. I'll show you what I purchased at the thrift store. And then Thursday is going to be a Premier Yarn unboxing. I bought that yarn with the gift card that Premier sent me for thanking me for Premier Week. And so I got some good yarns. There's also some good yarns on sale on Premier's website. And so maybe we'll talk about that as well. But yeah, they're having like crazy sales this year already. I don't know if they're trying to clear out old inventory to get new yarns in, which would be fantastic, and I would love that. Or if they're just getting rid of old colorways or what, but there's a lot of like bags happening. So 3 for $9 or 3 for $12 or 3 for $15 or 5 for $12 or like whatever the sale is. They got some really good sales going on right now, which is why I was saving that gift card, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna save this gift card because, you know, when a new yarn comes out, I always want to purchase the new yarn. I want to show you guys. I use it for the channel, so I was like, I'm going to save this gift card for when they release more new yarn in the future. And then they had a killer sale, and I was like, yeah, we're just going to buy the killer sale yarn, and we'll figure out the new yarns later on. And so that will be Thursday's video. And then Friday, I have a video planned. I'm working with someone. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm working with Michigan Fine Yarns. They contacted me, okay? There's not going to be a surprise. Provided, because they're sending me yarn to show you guys, they're getting ready to celebrate LYS Day, which is April 20... Let me look at my calendar. I'm just going to tell you guys what's happening. April 28th is LYS Day, and I get this a lot. What is LYS Day? Local Yarn Shop is LYS. Local Yarn Shop or Little Yarn Shop. And it's usually like a mom and pop owned business that is very small. They sell usually high-end yarns, but like Michigan Fine Yarns sells yarns of all different varying prices, high to low. Like I've gotten yarn for $3 there. I've gotten yarn for $30 there. Like they have all prices. They actually have yarn that's even more money than that, but like, you know, let's leave it at $30. I get my Koigu mostly from them. Koigu is my favorite yarns, and I have a bunch of them over there. And this coming Friday, the 21st, we're going to, provided the package comes on time, we're going to do an unboxing. I have no idea what they're sending me. She said she wanted to put together a box for me for LYS Day and just asked that I did a video in return. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that, no problem. So I'm actually really excited about that because I have no idea what they picked out for me. I have talked to the owner, Swarin, a couple of times, and I've talked to her daughter, and they kind of understand. I have been very clear about my skin conditions and that I can't use like alpaca, so don't like keep the alpaca away. I can't use anything that's gonna hurt my skin. You know, it's got to be kind of soft. And they know that I like bright colors because I had a whole conversation with Swarin. I was like, hey, I love, she dyed this beautiful yarn that I actually finally caked up to use. And so that it's on the block to use. Like I'm ready. It's so pretty. It is like the most colorful yarn I've ever seen, and she dyes it in-house. Their in-house dyed yarn that Swarin dyes is called BB. Spectacular yarn. So anyway, we had a whole conversation about color. Well, this was last year when I went to visit Michigan Fine Yarns. So I'm really excited to help them celebrate Local Yarn Shop Day, LYS Day, which is coming up. So that will be this Friday, even though LYS Day is the following Friday. So the following Friday, I kind of want to do something special for LYS Day too. So I still haven't figured that out yet, though. I don't know what I want to do. We'll get there when we get there. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna shut up now. I can't believe I've been talking for 45 minutes and my tea is still warm because I kept it in that teacup, or the teapot. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.